this beautiful new brass light fixtures we just got for our kitchen. Just kidding, it's spray paint. So I've been wanting to replace these light fixtures that came with the house for a long time, and my husband was just repairing the ceiling right there, so I thought, let's just see if I can change them myself instead of buying new ones. I have 1 hour of my day in which all of my kids' naps overlap, and this is what we're doing with that hour. Unfortunately, I also have to eat, so I did eat, so now I only have a half hour. My phone alarm went off and might have ruined that whole thing, but fortunately, this part comes right out, so we could just go spray paint this outside and not have to worry about taping the socket. I am gonna spray paint inside to get this stuff done though. It's broken. Didn't know that. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna have to spray paint inside just to get the base. And I am gonna spray paint this black, so we'll see how that works. And all right, let's go outside. We are going for a patinaed brass effect here. So we're gonna do a light shade of the metallic, then a light shade, like just the metallic gold, and then a light shade of the metallic black. It comes out really nicely. I mean, I've used all these, they all come out nicely, but then a light shade of the copper on top. I don't want any one color to come through more. Kind of want them all to blend nicely. If you are going for that aged bronze or hammered copper look, but trying to achieve that through spray paint, the key here is many light layers. You don't want to go too close because you will definitely see drips. You don't want that. You want to go far enough away where the spray paint is almost just dusting the surface, not so much painting it. This will create so much depth and create textures that aren't actually there, giving you that aged look. So my magic potion, my order of operations that I got from Fia Garcia DIY on YouTube is I do the metallic gold first, then I do the metallic black, and then I finish with the metallic copper. I'm impatient and I didn't wait for each layer to dry before applying the next layer, and it didn't give me any problems. Let me show you. See how it's coming in? Right now you're gonna be like, this is gross, but if you can really see, there's so much more texture when you do it that way, and if we really want it to look like that patinaed brass, this is what we need. Lots of layers. Now the star of the show. Let's get you up close and personal over here. Oh yeah. Oh, I just love copper. So stinking cute. It's exactly what my husband wants, for the kitchen to look cute. All right, so we have this, and now we have to do that. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you might recognize this technique from when I made the fake Christmas bells out of the Dollar Tree bowls. Same exact thing, just really layer that spray paint far away, thin layers. It creates that texture, but also just brings more than one color through, so it looks very aged. It doesn't look like spray paint. It looks authentic. It looks like you bought it like this. And honestly, I didn't put the copper on the top yet, but this looks like a type of color that you would see at McGee & Co., Magnolia, all those places. It is a super bright, sunshiny day outside, so these should dry so quickly, but take a look at this. I mean, it looks like I bought it this way. It does not look spray painted. It looks like real aged bronze. Oh, perfect combination. All right, let's be a little risky here. Let's see how the inside's doing. She's doing good too. Man. Oh, I just love when things like actually work out. Okay, so they're done. I am so incredibly happy about it. Of course, we have to do a top coat. These are going in the kitchen. Not that people are like swinging on lights or anything, but still, top protective coat, always a good idea. We are back inside. Just got some water, a lot of pollen outside, and I had to figure out how to spray paint inside without getting it everywhere. At least for this part, I think I could just like hold a shopping bag around it and spray paint, but TBD on that situation. I decided to go with a cardboard box instead, and it did work. I don't know, it worked. I definitely couldn't spray as far away as I would like to, so I do think there's some drippage, and I ultimately decided that I'm just gonna go over everything with a rub and buff. At least these indoor pieces, not the pieces that I spray painted outside. Okay, I got this part all done while the kids were napping, and now 2 of them are awake, so I can at least reassemble these while they're awake. And then I'll have to I'm gonna figure out something about the cord and the caps when they go to bed. I don't really want to spray paint them. This worked, but I still feel like tomorrow I'm gonna find like iridescent metallic colors all around, and I don't want to do that. So I have a couple ideas, but I'm not gonna use you guys as a notepad. So be right back.
I heard you on the monitor.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying?
The monitor.
I wasn't talking on the monitor.
No, I heard something on the monitor.
Oh, me and Teamy were doing something.
What was that? I don't like that. No, it's just.
This is actually.
It's just air conditioning and roof.
Yeah, maybe that's what you hear.
No, that was actually what you were sleeping with.
This is taking much longer than I thought. Much longer than I thought. We were looking for papers. There we go. There we go. It's all about the right angle. I kind of feel like inside they don't look as coppery, but I think they might look really great when I finish the string or the cord and the caps. I mean, wow, there we go, there we go. Oh wait, now I see it. So now for the caps that go flash mount against the wall, I'm going to use antique gold rub and buff just to paint over that. A little bit goes a very long way. So I just put on a latex glove, put a little bit on my finger, and now I'm just rubbing it around the whole thing. This has not sped up. The timing has not been altered at all. This is how quick and easy it goes on. I mean, in theory, I probably could have done the entire light in rub and buff, but I think spray paint was quicker, especially if you want more dimension and more depth, which I did. I wanted those 3 different colors, so rub and buff wouldn't have been perfect for that, but it's perfect for this top piece where I don't care about the dimension because you can't really see it. Rub and Buff Antique Gold worked the best for these, so I did not have to spray paint the caps. That's awesome. Next, I'm going to put the same glove back on that I used for the Rub and Buff, and then put a sock over that on my hand, dip my hand in black paint, and just rub my hand up and down these cords to paint them black. And we'll see how that works, so stay tuned. I will step on the step ladder on top of the island when my husband gets back and finish up there, or he'll probably just say, well, I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna let him do it. That works out. Here's how it is looking now. I don't need a top coat or anything because no one is going to be touching these cords, and I just don't know how that would work out logistically, but just to give you a before and after, the top part that's going into the ceiling, I left silver, so no need to paint that. And you can really see how much of a difference it is now, and you could really see the copper coming out now. I knew that would happen once I painted these black, so I'm really happy. I also decided that the little baubles that are used to tighten the caps into the ceiling should also have the Rub and Buff on them. I just rolled them around my fingers and they coated really easily right away. So definitely not a step that you want to skip. It will really bring the whole look together, and it's super quick and easy if you don't drop it like me. But this is also not sped up. And we are done. I am so happy. It matches my kitchen so much better. It matches my decor so much better. We still have to repaint the entire ceiling, but I just wanted to get these lights back up and make our kitchen more functional again, and honestly get this video done and get this footage off of my phone. But it is looking good. I don't know, maybe I'm delusional, but I do think it looks like I bought it this way, and it does not look spray painted and painted. The way I approach a project like this is, if I'm unhappy with the original item I'm working with, it probably can only get better. And if it can't get better, and I do completely mess it up, I can just paint over it again. So I don't know if that's good advice or not, but that's advice that I recommend you take when trying to curate your home to fit you and your personality on a budget. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please leave a comment, please click that thumbs up, please share it with a friend, and subscribe to my channel. Every little interaction helps small channels like mine grow. Please let me know if you try this in your house in any variation. I would absolutely love to see it. There is always a solution to your home decor needs. You just have to figure out what it is. Thank you again, and subscribe for more cheap and easy DIYs, and follow me on all my other social platforms. Bye guys!